And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to make a really quick video on the flat earth map, the sun, and the seasons because I had a few questions. So I want to make this really quick. Here we go. Now, as you can see, this is the Gleason's new standard map of the world. And I'm going to freeze it right here for just a second. As you can see, it says scientifically and practically correct as it is. Nowhere on this map does it say that this is a projection map. And see, I get this from a lot of globers like, oh, it's a projection map. It's a projection map because Google says so. Yeah, Google says so because they don't want you to know this, but nowhere on this map will you see that it says that it's a projection map. It has an ice wall around it. Here's what a projection map looks like. Here you go. Now look at that real good, long and hard. That is what a projection map looks like. This is not a projection map. This is a flat earth map, and I'm going to prove that to you with the two solstices, the summer solstice and the winter solstice. They're going to tell you that the sun revolves around the flat earth, not that the earth revolves around the sun. Now check this out. Patent allowed November 15th, 1892. But here's what we want to look at is the summer solstice, the June solstice, June 21st. See this white dot in the middle with the end in it? That's the North Pole. The little black dot is the sun. It shows you its pattern, which is a small circle. And it even tells you down here in the June solstice. In the figures, June and December, the white represents the sun's position in his respective months at noon. This shows sunlight inside the Arctic Circle for 24 hours. From June 21st, the sun moves around the tropic in a spiral circle, widening every day until it reaches its destiny at the southern or outer solstice on December 21st. Okay, now what that means is in the summertime, it's making a small circle, a small spiral circle, just like it showed you in the diagram right above the paragraph that you read. And it widens every day, which means it starts to go out, that's why it starts to get cold. It's starting to move out and away from you. And then we go to the December solstice, the winter solstice, December 21st. Now, notice how the sun is out wide from the North Pole. It's making a wide spiral circle from this close spiral circle, as you see here. Now, let's look down underneath the diagram of the map and see what it tells us for December solstice. Okay, on December the 21st, the sun moves around the Tropic of Capricorn, and during the daylight up the southern portion of the Earth from the Arctic Circle to some portion of Antarctica ice. There is no sunlight beyond 80 degrees south, but unknown regions of ice. And on the 23rd of December, the sun commences his northward journey again, returning to his starting place, and thus completes his seasons. Now, this is really common sense. I mean, the Creator would not make an earth and put its light and its heat source 93 million miles away, just like you wouldn't build a house and put your heater outside in your neighbor's yard. It just don't work that way. I mean, come on, seriously. If you have a campfire out in your neighbor's yard or just outside in the woods, well, if you get up close to that campfire, you see its light and it heats you up. It keeps you warm. But if you walk, 20, 30 foot away, you don't feel that heat anymore. Well, the sun works the same way. Once it starts to move back out on its solstice, you don't feel its heat no more. The nights get longer and the days are shorter because it takes a lot longer to come back around. And then once it starts coming back around into its summer solstice, it starts getting closer to you. That's why the days start getting longer and it starts getting warmer until it gets all the way to its summer solstice. And when it's summer here in America, it's winter on the outer part of the circuit, which is in the southern continents, Australia, South America, all those places. It's really common sense, people. And here's where your common sense should really truly kick in. If the sun is way out there in outer space, 93 million miles away, no matter which way the Earth's turning or moving, Shouldn't it be the same temperature all the way around the earth? It doesn't move closer or further away or in or out. It's supposed to be 93 million miles from the sun at all times, because it's a bunch of bullcrap. It's just like this right here. In the summertime, the sun is close. It makes a small circle. In the wintertime, it makes a wide circle. That's why it takes the sunlight a long time to get back around to you in the wintertime. Notice when it gets winter, it starts getting dark at 4:30. Well, if we were 93 million miles away from the sun at all times, why would that change the light or darkness? It's common sense, people. When the sun's making a small circle like this right here, guess what? It comes back around quicker. That's why the days are longer and the nights are shorter. It's really, really, really common sense. And I hate to repeat myself, but it's really, really, really simple, people. Now, in the summertime, the sun blinds you, but yet if you stand out underneath it for a few minutes, it'll burn you. But yet in the winter, the same sun blinds you, but yet you can see your breath in front of it and you can't feel its heat very rarely at all. Now, at 93 million miles away, it shouldn't matter. Now, what I mean by that is the sun is 93 million miles away, way out here in outer space. It should be putting out the same amount of heat and light here at this spot of the earth at the same time that it would put out the same amount of light and heat here. But yet these two parts of the world, one spot is winter and one spot is summer. I mean, come on now. I mean, seriously, our Creator already told us in the book of Genesis that He created the two great lights inside the firmament for the seasons, the years, the months, the weeks, and the days. I mean, come on. This is not a projection map. And I'm sick of hearing these globers and even some flat earthers. And I mean the flat earthers who kind of, I'm happy that they're flat earthers and they're waking up, but they think they know what they're talking about and they don't. And they even call this a projection map. It's not a projection map, or it wouldn't contradict itself by saying that the sun revolves around the earth. It's a flat earth map. It has an ice wall around it, and it explains to you exactly how it works.
And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so.
Like I always say, it's really, really simple. Anyways, everyone have a good night. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.